Well, hi guys, welcome back to a new video. It's a pleasure to have your company. I'm hoping that this trip today is coming up to about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Hoping it goes well. I'm not so sure. We've had some heavy rain. The river that I'm going to be fishing is flooded and it's over the banks, burst the banks upstream. It's a little bit over the banks downstream, but it is coloured. But you know what you're going to do? You're either going to go or you're not going to go when you can go. So with that in mind, I've decided to come out. I am hoping for some chub and perch. I'm not so sure on the perch front, it is quite coloured. Bait wise with me, I've got bread, I've got cheese paste, I've got some liquidised bread laced with a little bit of krill and garlic, just to sprinkle in a few swims. And going to be on, as the river in question is quite an intimate waterway, we're going to be on a short and nice and compact quiver tip rod. This is the Darent Valley 8-foot specialist quiver tip rod, little 500 size reel there. Simple link leisure tactics, and also dropping into swims with or without a bit of ground bait. So some swims I might feed some maggots in, drop in with worms. Some swims I might not feed any bait in and just drop in with a single hook bait. But that's the some of it. I am a little bit pensive in the sense that yeah, it is a little bit pushing through. I know the river gauges were saying it was around about 3 meters a second, but hopefully we can get into some slacks, you know, and maybe wangle out a fish. These kind of conditions, you know, the fish is really a bonus. But as I say, what are you going to do when you can come out and you can fish? You can't play waiting for the perfect conditions game. You've got to take it, you've got to suck it and see. And yeah, that's the sum of it. Anyway, not going to waffle. Let's crack on. I have bought a seat with me. Might not use that in all the swims, but I think some of the swims, unless I want to get a soaked rear end, I'm going to need to use it. Anyway, let's get fishing, shall we? Nice afternoon. River is really coloured though. feel like that was too quick to be true. I don't feel a bad fish either, guys. I've got to be careful, it's so snaggy here. Oh. Oh, it's a nice chub. Oh, it's a nice chub. Oh, it's a good fish, guys. Real bit of a hard swim, this. Oh, it's a lump. It isn't that. It's just nipped in the lip. Oh, yes! It's a corker. I tell you what, that rod tip tapped so quickly. I didn't think that was a bite straight away. Oh, it's a lump. It's an absolute lump. It's just hooked in the lip. Jeez. What a quick bite. There you go, guys. Bit of a tank. 6 pound, 3 ounces. What an absolute corker. And she's in fine condition. Real risky old fight I had on my hands there. Couldn't let her take any line. She went to go upstream. And it was just on an air injected worm. Wow. What a clonker. An absolute pristine chunk of a small river chebbing. I tell you what, she's only just come off of red warning. The river still flooded in most places along here, so it's just dropping into any likely looking hit and hold slacks, etc. What a beauty. What a corker. And you know, that certainly made the trip, in my opinion. Pull myself back. There you go, guys. Cracking. That's why if you're not doing your homework on your small rivers, you're missing out, trust me. Let's get this corker slipped back. Wow. Yep. Oh, get out of there. It's another good fish, guys, a real good one. Oh, crikey, there's another corker. Another blooming corker. What a fish. What a fish. My largest from this particular waterway as well. And it is a stonker. Whoa. How about that? What a donkey of a chevy. Had some light plucks there on the bread. I thought I mistimed my strike, maybe pricked the fish, but connected with her. Oh yes, connected with her. What a fish. What a fish. Oh, as I say, on the bread flake, £7 exactly to the dot. Oh, I'm gonna go home. I was going home a happy boy anyway, but I'm gonna be going home a bit later. One hell of a happy guy. And that's why you don't disregard your small tiny rivers, your brooks, the neglected, the unkempt, for their lies gold. Don't just cherry pick and go to the well-known waterways. Look at the disregarded. As I say, that is a venue best for me from this river. What a stonker. Only lightly lip hooked as well. Took me into some snags for a brief period there. Some undercut bank where there's a bit of an old tree trunk and roots. Wow. Just pull myself back. Happy days. Happy days, guys. What a stonker. Wow. Happy days. In, guys. Oh, quite a flowy and snaggy spot this. There we go. Oh, that's another nice fish. It's been a good trip, guys. It's been a good trip. Might make that the final one. Did move from that other spot. To be fair, that would have produced, I reckon, that last spot as it got dark. But in all honesty, and I'm always honest, I cast into the bush and I had to get my rig back and it made a commotion, and I think I ruined my chances in that spot. Oh, that's a nice looking fish, this one. Makes up for that error. Beautiful. Well, there we go, guys. What a scrap in that fast flowing section of river behind me. Got some nasty sunken trees, and this fish I'm not going to weigh, but I would say it's a good 4+, easily, maybe an upper 4. Beautiful condition. As I say, what a scrap. Decided also to show me who's boss by going against the flow and going upstream and cutting under my near margin. What a beautiful creature. Happy days. It has been a very fabulous trip, I must admit. Might try one more swim before we head off home though. And this fish was taking on cheese paste. Wonderful. We're in again, guys. Another take on the cheese paste in the new swim. This is a smaller one. That's not bad, not bad. There's no such thing as a bad chumper. Happy days. Lovely. Well, there we go. A pristine youngster, I think, to end the trip on. End the trip on youth and the fish that are growing on to become the future of a river, alongside their older brethren who are teaching them the cheeky chevin ways, how to trick an angler and end them in debris or undercut banks. It's been a lovely trip, I've got to say. This one was on the cheese paste as well. As I say, just a small one, but I'm not complaining, believe me. It's been wonderful. Nice to see some younger fish as well on this waterway. Anyway, let's get this one slipped back, and I think I'll get packed up. Well, all thoroughly packed up. Got my butt protector and tip protector all done, and the Darents all nicely slid away. Wow, I mean, what can I say, guys? What a trip. What a wonderful trip. I would have been happy to pick up 1 or 2 fish. Not necessarily of that stamp either. I would have been quite happy to pick just some average sized chub up based on the way the water conditions are. But you know, as you guys know, it's not been easy with the way the weather's been. You haven't been really, it's not been the kind of season where any of us anglers have been able to pick and choose our timings. So you go out and you suck it and see and you do your best. And yeah, I don't know what to say really. It's sometimes it comes right and sometimes it comes right in spectacular form when you're a little bit bloody minded, and this river, believe me, is still running very high, even though it's dropped a bit. It's only just about on green. So yeah, I mean, what a trip, hey? What else can I say? What an absolutely spellbinding trip. A lovely 6+, and topped off by that absolute behemoth, that leviathan of a small river, tiny river, guys. I mean, a 7-pounder from this particular waterway. That would be a good fish anyway, anywhere, but from here it's an absolute stellar fish. And I've got to be honest, I'd be very, very shocked if that wasn't a river record for this venue. And it's also my venue best, or personal best for this venue. So yeah, what a trip, what a trip. Now, this is what you guys know. I mean, a lot of you follow me on Instagram and YouTube, and why you watch my videos, because I love my small waterways. And that's why you should never overlook the neglected and unkempt waterways. Don't just, you know, walk by them and snigger at them or think to yourself, can't be anything in there, because I have made what I would call my legacy based on fishing these kind of waterways. You haven't got to cherry pick your venues. You might have to scratch around and do some good bit of groundwork, but there's gold to be had and reward to be had on the small waterways. And you certainly do appreciate it from such natural venues, believe me. And you also appreciate them, you know, those hard trips where they really grind you into the ground. But yeah, hope you guys appreciate what I'm trying to put across here. Give your tiny rivers, give your neglected brooks, give areas that you wouldn't normally go to. Give them a chance, and you never know, you might just have a trip like I've had today. Anyway, I've got to be heading off. Thank you very much for your support on Instagram, on YouTube. Thank you for your support regarding the videos. It's a pleasure to be able to bring you them. And I will close the video off as ever by saying, wherever you're wetting a line, wherever you're dangling your end tackle, I hope you've got a solid bend in your rod and a good kipper or two gracing your landing net. Till my next video, tight lines. Goodbye.